Okay. No, your presentation is on mine, so would you like to stand or would you like to sit? What? You do what how comfortable you are. You tell me.
Not very.
No, you are. I know you are.
I'll be fine here.
Okay, so just change tabs.
Thank you. So my name is Fanny Bischoff. I work for IBM. Okay, thank you. I'm an information developer, and I've also been a team manager and Scrum Master lately for 4 years. And today I'd like to talk about the impact of breaking silos on collaboration and a bit of how we are doing it, or at least we're trying to do it in my team. So, first of all, when it comes to my job, what matters to me at the end of the day are these two things. The first one is growing knowledge and skills as an individual, and the second one is building great products that make our users happy. This is what matters to me, and this is what matters to my team, and it probably matters to you too. And, sorry, can I go back? I can't go back. No?
Yes, you can.
I can, yes. There is one thing that these two things have in common, at least one thing, which is they emerge in highly collaborative environments. And breaking silos is one way to improve this collaboration at several levels. That's what I want to talk about. So you can break silos between individuals by creating a culture based on trust and shared learning and shared expertise. And I really think that at this level, trust is the great hammer that helps you break these walls. On another level, you can also break silos between job roles by making sure that you bring together people who have different skills and different priorities and focus and make them work together every day on the same project. And for example, this is what you do when you work in Scrum. You make teams with developers, testers, and tech writers. And another thing that Scrum does is that it removes the job roles names. Each team member is first a team member, and second a tester, a developer, a writer. When you do that, you put people together in teams, you create silos. So by breaking silos, you're creating silos, and you want to break that too. So you want to break silos between the teams. One way to do that is to create bridges based on shared interests and create really opportunities for these teams to share together. And then another layer that I found was the layer mentioned this morning about hierarchy and vertical layers. And one way I think you can break these walls is by removing power from individuals, removing layers, and putting decision-making power into the hands of your teams. So back to what matters to us when we work. First thing being building knowledge and skills as individuals. When you break silos between people and between job roles, you ensure that people are working closely with other people who have different expertise, and just that, making sure that you create this environment automatically make people grow. Another thing that makes individuals grow is that when you break walls between job roles and hierarchy, you have team members who become self-directed and more engaged. That's an idea that's been that's been worked on by Daniel Pink. He has a talk on that on the internet. And this also creates room for leadership in your teams, and that's another way that individuals grow. When they have the opportunity to take on new challenges and to be engaged in them by themselves. And the second thing that is close to our hearts, building great products. When you break silos, you make building great products easier, because you're working with people you know and you understand, and it just becomes simpler. At one point, you might even get what I like to call a socially automated team, which means that it's just natural to work together and to collaborate. And you know who's going to laugh at that joke and who you do not want to talk about that specific topic with, and it just makes it easier to work on the same project. You can also build great products faster because you are shortening the end-to-end feedback loop on the product cycle. You can make better products. There are good reasons for that. I'm going to drop this one. And you can make stronger products by leveraging what's called the Conway's law. So what's Conway's law? It's a law in software that says that the architecture of the product that you're building is going to reflect the architecture of the collaboration of the group who made it. So for example, if you have a team made of 3 sub-teams working on one software, you will have a 3-component software. But if you break the silos between the teams, you make sure that these 3 components work seamlessly, they integrate seamlessly, and on a user experience perspective, it's also more seamless. And on a more specific level, another example is documentation. If you keep writers and developers separate, you're going to have a product made by developers and a documentation made by writers. And they're going to be 2 different things. But if you bring these 2 people, these 2 experts together, you will have a product with information that is progressively disclosed in the product with embedded assistance, and this is going to help your users. It's going to make their experience better, and it will make your product stronger. So where we are at in my team today, this is it. I think these are the properties of a team that has removed silos. It's based on my experience and my observations. And today I work in a team which is highly coupled and cross-functional, which means that we have broken down the 2 first layers of silos. And we're still working on the 2 other silos. They are not easy to break down because very often they're in my context, they're the result of corporate culture. In the university context, I guess high powers are in action too. And they're very strong and they're hard to shake. But sometimes we do find a bridge. And I've seen my team finding a bridge between these other levels of silos the past year. And when we did that, we had a glimpse of what a world for us with no silos could look like. And we had great ideas, and we innovated, and we created new projects. And it really gives us an incentive to push more and to try to bring down these silos, the last 2 ones. So my point is just that breaking silos is worth it. It's hard. It's doable. At some level, you probably want to break several layers, not just one, if you really want to get the benefits of it. That's what I've seen. If you have only highly coupled teams, well, they have fun together, but they might not make great products. You need a bit more than that. These are the references I had. They are not very university formatted. But you can find all of these on the internet. very smart people, I think. And that's it.